pleasure be no more. So for one last time, nigga, make some noise. Who you know fresher than whole? Riddle me that. The rest of y'all know where I'm lurking.
All right, back on the Young Turks. Cenk Uygur, the lovely Princess Kasparian joins us now. Anna, how are you?
I'm good.
All right, rock and roll. Are you looking forward to those sport tests?
So much.
Yeah.
You don't even know.
All right, let's do a little practice run. I say 77, you say 77. 77!
77.
65.
65.
59.
Put your hands up.
Put your hands up.
In the air.
59. 59. We just made that up on the spot.
I see.
Yeah, wow, amazing.
And I made like the best signs ever made.
Oh, you made signs. Oh, that's fantastic.
And they're the best signs ever made.
Ever made?
Yeah.
Okay, you go see those at the LA protest tomorrow.
Right.
Okay. And you'll get to see with your own eyes if they're the best signs ever made.
Yeah.
All right. Now,
First of all, look, I just have to say one thing about JR. JR knows, okay, he knows better than anyone else that I am a sugar addict and I'm trying to get over that addiction. It's a very serious problem.
it's a very serious problem.
And he like brings in muffins today and he's like making me smell them, like he's putting them in my face. He's like, smell these muffins.
He's an evil man.
And he did it to Cenk, but Cenk was like, no, man, I can't.
No, here's what you fail to recognize. That after the show's over, for the first time in months, I will crack open my first can of Coke in the office. And seriously, like, you haven't seen me drink a Coke literally in like 2 months or so, right in the office. But I got one saved in the fridge. I'm going to eat it with those muffins and Dave's little wafers. See, I was all right. I was fighting it. With the muffins, I was fighting it. But then I saw the wafers. I love the wafers. I'm like, it's over. Today's the day I crumble. No, he's like a dealer.
Yeah, he is a dealer, sugar dealer.
Yeah.
You know what's worse is I could have been worse because today I got here, I brought some, whatever I was drinking lunch with, water, juice, whatever. I said, Cenk is never gonna drink this damn Coke. It's been in here for for like a month now. And I had it in my hand. I was like, I'm gonna open it. And I said, you know what? I bet he's saving it. So I put it back.
Oh, that'd be so sad.
It would have been
drank
even
it.
worse. It'd have been even worse.
Oh, it would have been a disaster. But you would have saved me a lot of calories. But no. See, that was thoughtful of you. You're a thoughtful dealer. Okay. All right. So later in this, maybe in the segment, I don't know, but certainly in this hour, you must fight the bear. It's a silly, silly story, but I can't love it any more than I do. All right, now let's move forward.
All right, since we're talking about food, I came across a video on YouTube today, and when I saw it, I automatically thought of you.
Oh,
so we had to show it in the third hour. It's a really, really funny video.
I'm a little scared. Okay, let's watch.
This is Chef John from foodwishes.com with how to eat a chicken wing. And I'm not talking about the little drumette part. Anyone can eat one of those. I'm talking about the flat. People gnaw around those two bones. It drives me insane. That's not how you eat a chicken wing. You can't get all the meat off. Look at that. Horrible. All right, here's how you do it. Pick up your flat part of the chicken wing and find the end that has the bigger protrusion of bone. See, you can see it better there. That's kind of the skinnier end. There's the bigger end. There's a little piece of cartilage there at the end. You pull that off. I eat it. And then find the little bone. There's two bones. One's skinny, one's a little fatter. All right, find the skinny bone, give it a little wiggle and a twist, and that will pull right out clean. This only works, by the way, if the chicken wings are cooked properly and cooked enough. All right, so once you've pulled the small wing bone out, hold the skinny end tight, and grab the bigger bone there and just twist that until it releases and pull that out slowly. If any meat comes out with it, just, suck it off the bone. And there you go. A perfectly boned chicken wing flat, 100% meat. There is a tiny bit of cartilage at the end that is very delicious and edible, so I eat it. You can pull it off if you want. You dip it, you eat it. It's fantastic. By the way, these were pastrami chicken wings, a new invention. So you'll see that video soon. That's Russian dressing. Anyway, that's how to eat a chicken wing. Hope you enjoyed that. Go to the site. There's no ingredients. Go there anyway. And the best thing about eating chicken wings alone, you can double dip. Enjoy.
I have many things to say about that video.
I knew you would.
All right, first of all, that fat ass will eat anything. Okay, he's like, I eat it. And then on this one, fuck it, I eat that too. He's like, the bone? Depends on how hungry I am, right? All right, number two, this dude has thought too much about how to eat his food, okay? Just calm down, dude. Just bite it. You know how I eat a wing? Okay, I'm not like I'm not a goddamn surgeon, right? And like, okay, and then you do this, and then you take the protrusion, and you do that, and then I eat it, right? No, I just grab it, I dip it, husiked it, and then the second side, husiked it, I eat it, and then yeah, there's little bit of chicken stuck in the middle. I triple dip and I suck it out. Okay, and I didn't spend half an hour doing surgery on the wings. You keep doing that, fat ass, and you're gonna lose all the wings. Everybody else is gonna eat them, and this guy's still working on the second protrusion. Okay.
You know what? That's a good point.
Yeah, get to it. And who cares about the little part in the middle anyway? That doesn't have skin. The skin's the delicious part. Now, I will give him credit for this. Those pastrami wings with the Thousand Island dressing or whatever, Russian dressing, whatever that was. Oh, that looked good.
I know you too well. I knew you would say that.
Oh, that looks yummy for my tummy. And I'm one to call people fat ass. Please, right? Oh, look at Osmanovich over here. All right, but yes, that was random and I enjoyed it. Nicely done.
See.
Well, first of all, that looked disgusting, number one. Chicken wings, I think, are some of the worst things ever given to us to eat. Anyway, the other thing is, when you said that, it kind of realized when you said you're eating with a bunch of people and you better hurry the hell up or else the rest of your shit's going to be gone while you're wiggling your bone.
Wiggling your bone.
I didn't even get how perverted that was until now.
I had these issues when I was younger, and I had a friend he wasn't overweight, but motherfucker could scarf some food down. So you couldn't go order pizza with this kid because you get one to the other 7 pieces he'd have. And I don't eat fast. I don't have to go. It's like, shit, I have to race just to get more than one piece of pizza from this kid. Well, why do you have to fight with somebody? Just calm down. Eat the food. Dude, it's going to be here. Calm it down.
Okay.
You can pull the bone out slowly if you want to.
No.
Damn, why do you...
No,
you try that. It's always frustrating me.
Okay, now, because we go to dinner every once in a while, right, with the crew. You try that and see if any wings last with me and Anna. Right?
I know, that's 100% true.
Let alone what you don't know is the man behind you is the guy you really got to watch out for. He loves the wings. So JR be like this and this, and next thing you know, he looks over, they're gone. Okay. Now, you eat too slow. Do you notice that?
Oh, no.
It takes him like 45 minutes to order, and then 45 minutes per bite. So, of course, the food is gone. You know what I'm saying? All right. And, by the way, the whole time, I always think like a kid. I'm a little child. As my friend used to say, you're a child. Okay. When the guy said, and at the end you have the bone, and if you want, you could suck on the bone. And I thought, that's because I'm a child. All right, anyway, let's do some stories.
All right, so we did a story on Nicolas Cage, and he is broke. He owes a ton of money in back taxes. But, he blamed all of his money problems on his financial manager, right? And he's actually suing his financial manager because of it. Anyway, now we know that part of the reason why he is in financial trouble is because of his lavish spending habits.
Yeah, shocking. I thought, he was probably totally right that it wasn't his fault at all that he's broke, even though he's made $1 gazillion.
Right.
Turns out it is his fault.
It is. So some of the products that he bought, or some of the things that he bought yachts. Yachts are like multi-million dollars.
No, people who buy yachts are crazy. Okay?
Yachts are so expensive.
No, don't get me wrong. I love yachts. Like, if you ever go on a yacht, you're like, oh, this is awesome. You go downstairs, and they got little bedrooms on the yacht. It's fantastic, right? Who doesn't love yachts? But they're so expensive. I mean, you got to be made of money to buy a yacht. And he ain't buying no dinghy.
Yeah.
He's going to foolishly spend, like, God knows how many millions on yachts. So cry me a river that your manager screwed things up. All right, but you're just getting warmed up, right?
Right. Yachts, a jet, a castle, over 50 cars. 50 cars.
Oh, okay. Now, you know what? His manager, not guilty. Okay, I don't know anything about the guy. I don't know if he really robbed him or he didn't rob him. But if you buy a castle, okay, and then you buy 50 cars, then you complain that you ran out of money. It ain't got nobody. It's nobody's fault but your own. I mean, you're a grade A dummy.
But the list goes on and on.
All right, give me more.
Over $1 million worth of comic books. Multiple mansions in New Orleans.
Multiple mansions in just New Orleans, let alone other cities.
2 islands in the Bahamas. 2, because one wasn't enough.
The motherfucker bought islands, and he wonders why he went bankrupt. Okay, look, the comic book thing, you like comic books, and you got a lot more money than you know what to do with. All right, you bought $1 million worth of comic books. But then as you're running out, and he did sell them, to be fair, as he was running out of money. But as you're running out of money, you're surprised? You bought $1 million worth of comic books, and a couple of islands, and a mansion, or a couple of mansions, and a yacht, and a castle, and a couple of countries. Okay, I don't think he bought countries, but he's pretty close with the islands. Anything else?
Yes.
Oh, come on. No must. Come on, please.
$500,000 Lamborghini. All right, once owned by the Shah of Iran.
Who cares that it was owned by the Shah of Iran? I mean, how stupid are you to pay $500,000 because the stinky ass of the Persian prince was on that seat? Okay, this guy's no way, man.
What I'm surprised is he had all this money and he was spending money left and right. How come he didn't do anything about his hairline? Like, as an actor, you feel pressure, right, to look a certain way. Like, that's unacceptable.
And how about instead of buying a couple of islands, you bought a couple of pieces of hair? Anyway.
Just something. Even a piece, like a nice hair piece or something. Do something. Okay. Most amusingly, and this is, by the way, this is reported by the Daily Beast, okay? Most amusingly, Cage spent $276,000 on a dinosaur skull in a heated auction with Leonardo DiCaprio.
I mean, this is what rich people do, right? They're like, oh no, I'll bid $275,000 for that dinosaur skull that no one needs. Oh yeah? Toodaloo, I bid $276,000. Okay, so look, Leonardo DiCaprio seems like an okay guy. Again, if you had a lot of money, okay, dinosaur skulls look pretty cool. I get the whole thing, except at some point you got to realize you're going to run out of money, and that's what Nicolas Cage didn't realize. Do you have any more?
He also spent a ton of money on his king cobras. He had 2 king cobras.
Of course.
And he has a pet octopus.
Well, obviously. The king cobras and the octopus, you didn't even have to say, of course. Which self-respecting multimillionaire wouldn't have a pet octopus?
You're right.
Did it have frickin' laser beams on its head?
I don't know.
No?
It must be if Nick Cage is buying it.
Right. All right, no, those were the sharks. Okay, I got you. All right, so Nick Cage, sorry, but you're officially a dummy. Okay, and apparently hair isn't the only thing missing out of your head. Come on. You know what? The last thing on this is, I just can't have you be surprised that you ran out of money. That's the only thing, you know? Okay, you spend it, and then you say at the end, ah, man, I had a good run. And you say, all right, you know what? I could live with that. Hey, you lived it up. You never know when you're going to die. God bless, go forward. But if you're like, golly gee willikers, where'd the money go? Then I got to say, no, you're a Class A dummy.
So, wait, who's worse, Antoine Walker or Nick Cage? Because Antoine Walker was basically taking care of his family, right?
Ah, no.
He was.
No.
He was. Think about it.
He took care of his family. He did. Antoine Walker did. And by all accounts, Antoine Walker is a lovely dude, okay? And everybody likes him, right? But he had an entourage of 70 people, okay? That's not his family. That's the schleps from around the way who are like, hey, Antoine, you want to pay for the rest of my life? He's like, okay. Right? And so he pays, and then he had all those cars.
Yeah, he had a lavish lifestyle as well.
And his new coach would come, and he'd just say hi. He'd give him 3 incredibly expensive tailor-made suits. No. They were both super dummies. But it's a good question as to who's the bigger dummy.
I'd say Nick Cage.
What do you think, JR?
Yeah, I'm going Nick Cage. I'd rather go. I don't know. It's because I guess it depends on. It's going to be a matter of taste because I can't imagine $1 million in comic books. Actually, I can't imagine half the things Antoine Walker did, but.
Yeah, but
and Antoine Walker lost a lot of money gambling.
He did. He had a gambling problem.
Right. You know what? No. You actually swung me. Okay, quit while you're ahead. I'm voting Nick Cage.
Yeah.
You know why? Because gambling happens. Jordan, Pete Rose, from what I understand, Charles Barkley, Bill Bennett, the man who wrote the Book of Values, etc. So gambling happens, and yeah, he was a dummy for having an entourage of 70 people, but at least he was supporting those guys and not just spending it on
himself
islands.
and on dinosaur skulls. Come on, the dinosaur skull threw me over the top. Like that's it. It's over.
I think some people would think that's very cool, but yeah, no. In the end, sorry, Nick. There you go under the bus. Okay. Nick Cage, dumber than Antoine Walker. And that took some doing, Nick, so you better check yourself. Although you've already wrecked yourself, so maybe a little too late. All right, let's take a quick break here, and then come back with things you did not expect, Young Turks. All right, back on the Young Turks. I just got up for a second, and I happened to see the signs that Anna made for tomorrow's protest at CNN. I can assure you, they are not the best signs ever. Okay, you can see Anna's comical signs tomorrow.
Whatever. Do not call them comical. It's exactly what you asked for.
Okay, all right. My guess is you guys are going to have better signs. Okay, now, no. Great job. Okay, my fat ass didn't make them. Okay, so why don't I take that and smoke that bone or whatever that guy would say. The pastrami wings guy. Okay, anyway, so by the way, if you're not with us in LA tomorrow or you can't make it to New York, Atlanta, obviously we're going to, at the very least, tape the LA one. Hopefully we're going to tape the New York and Atlanta ones too, and we'll show it on the show. So at the regular time, okay? So look forward to that as well. All right, now we have a guest for you guys. From time to time, we find these videos that we really like on YouTube that have been very popular, and then we like to hear the background on them and what happened there. And Joe Woody had done this rap at McDonald's that some of you might have seen on YouTube. Joe's with us. First, Joe, welcome to the show. How are you, man?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm rock and roll. So, but before we do the interview, let's play the video for everybody so they know what we're talking about. Here it is.
Big Mac. Big Mac. Big Mac.
I need a double cheeseburger and hold the lettuce.
Mac.
Don't be frontin', son, no seeds on the
Big
bun. We
Mac.
be up in this drive-thru, order for
Big
two.
Mac.
I got the craving for a number 9, lock my
Big
shoe. We need
Mac.
some chicken up in here, in this
Big
sizzle.
Mac.
A rizzle my mizzle, extra salt on the
Big
frizzle.
Mac.
Dr. Pepper, my brother, another for your
Big
mother.
Mac.
Double, super size, and don't forget the
Big Mac.
fries. That's about it.
I'm sorry, I only caught the double cheeseburger.
We'll slow it down for you.
Can you throw that down again?
Big Mac. Big Mac. Big Mac.
I need a double cheeseburger and hold the
Big
lettuce.
Mac.
Don't be frontin', son, no seeds on the bun. We be up in this drive-thru, order for two. I got the craving for a number 9, black my shoe. We need some chicken up in here, in this
Big
sizzle.
Mac.
A rizzle, my mizzle, extra salt on the
Big
frizzle.
Mac.
Dr. Pepper, my brother, another for your
Big
mother.
Mac.
Double, super size, and don't forget the
Big
fries.
Mac.
Go one more time.
Speed this one up.
Big Mac. Big Mac. Big Mac. Big Mac. Big
I
Mac.
need a double cheeseburger and hold the
Big
lettuce.
Mac.
Don't be frontin', son, no seeds on the bun. We be up in this drive-thru, order for
Big
two.
Mac.
I got the craving for a number 9, lock my
Big
shoe. We
Mac.
need some chicken up in here,
How about
in this
number
sizzle.
9, but what kind? Grilled or crispy?
Oh, you ruined the rap there.
You didn't tell me what you wanted. You said number 9. Number 9 what? We got grilled and crispy. And what to drink with it?
Sir.
Big Mac.
I got the Big Mac.
Big Mac. Big
I
Mac.
need a double cheeseburger and hold the
Big
lettuce.
Mac.
Don't be frontin', son, no seeds on the
Big
bun. We
Mac.
be up in this drive-thru, order for
Big
two.
Mac.
I got the craving for a number 9, lock my
Big
shoe.
Mac.
We need some chicken up in here, in this
Big
sizzle. Or rizzle my mizzle, extra salt on the
Big
frizzle.
Mac.
Dr. Pepper, my brother, another for
Big
your mother.
Mac.
Double, super size, and don't forget the
Big Mac.
fries.
Crispy. Say crispy. Just say crispy.
Crispy.
I love the guy whispering in the background. Just say crispy. Just say crispy.
No, I like the Big Mac guy the most. Big Mac.
I think
Big
that's the same
Mac.
guy, but we're going to find out. Joe, first, as I said before, welcome to the Young Turks. We appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, number 2, how many guys were in the back?
Me and 3 others.
Oh, and 3 others. So the guy who said crispy is different than the guy who's doing the Big Mac.
Yes.
Okay. How
Yeah, there was
long?
one guy filming who was doing like the main beatbox, And then another guy was just saying Big Mac, and then another guy was doing like the bass noise. He's the one that said say crispy.
Oh, okay. I thought it was all one guy. Oh, now you got a real ensemble there. Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you guys roll?
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Oh, you're in Indiana. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. How long did you? I assume you guys wrote that little rap, and how long did it? But tell me if you didn't. And then how long did it take to put it together?
We did.
What's that?
How long did it take?
Yeah.
Less than 5 minutes. I don't know.
And did you guys practice before you went?
We came up. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Did you guys practice before you went?
Yes. Unfortunately, pathetically, yes. But yeah, I mean, we came up with the idea and then wrote the lyrics after that. So it was just like, we want to do this, let's get it done. We didn't like put a whole lot of thought into it. It was probably less than 10, maybe less than 5 minutes to come up with the thing.
How long ago was that?
3 years.
3 years. So then, did you put it up on YouTube first or somewhere else first?
Well, it was on my website, and then YouTube wasn't like as big as it is now then. Mm-hmm. I guess it wasn't that long ago, but it wasn't as big. I wasn't really involved with YouTube too much, but it was just on my site. Somebody saw it there and took it and uploaded it themselves to their YouTube channel, and apparently YouTube liked it because they featured it, but it was not on my channel, somebody else's. So then it got like all these millions of views, but nobody knows it was me because it was somebody else's channel. So
right, so you didn't even get paid off that.
No.
That sucks. Okay, I'm curious about the consequences of that. But first, before we do anything else, I wanted to understand a couple other things about it. What the hell are you putting the extra salt on? That's the one part I can't figure out. And
no seeds on the bun? Like they're gonna take the seeds off, or?
Yeah. Well, like I said, we didn't put too much thought into it.
Yeah, you mentioned things that aren't even on the menu.
Extra salt on the fries.
On the fries, but you said something extra salt on the what? Frizzle?
Frizzle, yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes perfect sense. Were the register people that were on the other end of this, they weren't in on it at all, or no?
Not at all. No, not at all. We just went up there and did it.
So it was pretty cool that they played along, for most of it.
That, to me, that's what makes the video funny, is their reaction.
Oh, yeah, I like the reaction, too.
Yeah, especially because they got, like, more than one person on it for some reason.
Yeah. And I like how the guy's like, all right, hit me with that again. I don't know, he said something that was funny.
Yeah, we were pretty surprised how well they took it.
Well, you saw the story that we covered of the Utah kids. They didn't take it quite as well when they copied you, and they got arrested by the cops in Utah. Are you proud of that?
Yeah, I'd heard about that. Am I what?
Are you proud of that?
Oh, absolutely. I say they pay the fine and they go do it again.
Joe, I mean, it's funny. I mean, it's caught on, as you said. I mean, millions of views and stuff.
Right.
And now that you got kids all across the country doing it, that's got to feel great, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's almost, I don't know if I've just said it or not, it's almost cooler that, like, people don't know that it was me. Because it's like, it's more mysterious. It's just like this legend. Nobody knows who it was. A part of something bigger.
This legend out of Fort Wayne. So let's talk about that legend. What do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a freelance web designer currently. It's probably not a permanent career solution, but it's what I do right now.
And are you doing comedy or anything like that, or no?
No. What's interesting is we have other videos on our channel, and they're more comedy. It's like, that was just a one-time thing. Like, all our other videos have nothing to do with that and aren't like that at all. But
what are they about?
We make a lot of other videos, and we do comedy stuff.
What are the other videos about?
I don't know. There's a lot of different stuff. We like to do musical stuff. We do like a lot of rhythm things. There was like one of our bigger ones was like a IKEA contest, and you were supposed to take out like all your pots and pans or whatever and like make a musical compilation thing. We did that. We were runner-up in that, so that's one of our other bigger ones.
So you've never gotten paid off of any of this stuff, right?
Oh no. And I'm surprised you haven't brought up Taco Bell yet.
Oh, yeah, right. You're right. My bad. So Taco Bell does the commercial. That's a total ripoff of what you guys did.
Right. Yeah.
You got to get a piece of that, don't you?
Nothing at all. Yeah, I was
You haven't gotten a
never
lousy
contacted.
burrito out of it?
I was never contacted about that at all. I just saw it on TV one day. Oh, well, that looks familiar. Hey, he's kind of wearing my hat, and it's kind of the same thing.
Were you upset?
Yeah.
Did you take any
I mean,
legal action?
well, I don't know. It's kind of bittersweet because it's like, wow, like our idea caught on that much, but at the same time, no, they never contacted me for anything.
That's
So
interesting.
there's some marketing guy somewhere who's getting paid to just do my idea.
Yeah, that's true. And did you think about lawyering up at all, or no?
I'm sorry, what?
Lawyering up, like, you know, getting some legal help and going after the Chihuahua?
Well, no. I mean, a lot of people said that, but I mean, it's Taco Bell. I mean, they're a big corporate. If I would ever go after them for that, they'd just keep throwing money into it until I basically gave up. You know what I mean?
I love that, man. It's like, what are you talking about, Cenk? It's Taco Bell. I got no chance. It's freaking Taco Bell.
Right.
But I know what you're saying. Absolutely. They're a big corporation. They're going to try to grind you down. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
So why do you wear the hat so low?
I don't know. I don't really do. I wear the hat. That's my signature. I wear the hat in every video, but for whatever reason, that was just what I did for that one. I don't know. I don't know what to say to that.
You know what's funny is that they just thought of this like on a random night. They practice it a couple of times. They go and do it, and then it becomes semi-legendary, right?
Well,
and you know, we keep asking you questions of like, why did you do this? Why did you do that? You're like, I don't know, dude. We just came up with it.
Because we live in Fort Wayne.
And didn't have anything better to do. Are those guys your friends like that you grew up with in Fort Wayne?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've known them for over 10 years probably.
And what do they do?
Well, students. All of them are students.
They're students. How old are you, Joe?
I am 21.
21. Oh, you're
a youngster.
Oh, totally young. And so back then you were 18 when you did it.
Oh yeah, I was 18. We were all in high school when we made that. Well, that was actually what we did it for. There was like a high school like news thing, and I had like my own video segment, and we just filmed it for that. And
okay.
So it was like kind of funny locally, you know, but then like 6 months later, that guy uploaded it to YouTube, and then it blew up huge.
Did you ever find out who that guy is? The guy who originally uploaded it?
I've talked to him through YouTube, but he hasn't answered my I haven't talked to him in a while.
Okay.
But I've never met the guy. I have no idea who he is.
All right, Joe, last question for you.
Okay.
So did this, for the love of God, at least get you laid?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, man.
Come on.
Oh,
This
no.
is outrageous.
Oh, it
Taco
is
Bell
outrageous.
takes your money. The other guy takes your views. You
Oh,
don't get laid out of it. I mean,
I know. Can you believe it? Really?
It's wrong. Well, you know, we're going to fix that for you today. Everybody go to joewoody.com and...
Oh.
No, I have no idea. I don't know what's going to happen. But Joe's site is joewoody.com. Check it out. I mean, obviously he's a creative guy. You never know what happens of it. Joe, thanks for joining us on the show, man. We appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me.
All right. I like that, man. Those are real American innovators. You know, entertainers from the heartland. You know, Letterman came out of Indiana. Joe could be next.
Right.
Think about it. We'll be right back. All right, back at Rebel headquarters here. You know, Joe is understandably proud that that video spread all over the country and everybody across the country. A lot of people across the country are doing it. I'd be very proud. What I'd be proud is if someone, you know, what I was referring to at the end of the interview is if someone saw Joe on the Young Turks and then like came up to him at a party in Fort Wayne and was like, "Oh, I saw you on TYT," like a cute girl. I was like, "How you doing?" That would be like our shining achievement.
That would be our shining achievement?
Shining achievement.
Getting Joe Woody laid?
You know, as symbolically, yes. I mean, if we could do that for all Americans, that would be fantastic, of course. You see that? Libs destroying America's values. One youngster at a time. Okay, anyway, time to thank the members. One, I'm going to go with Craig Vikstrom. He's a longtime lieutenant. Actually, I don't know how long, but nonetheless, I've seen him on the list for a while. Lieutenant Vikstrom, you rock the world. lieutenants, captains, colonels, and General Joan Roach help the show a little extra, and it makes us go, so we love you for it. Now, member number 2080 is our second member of the day today. Yet another fantastic name, Shatz Cole.
Shatz Cole.
Shatz Cole is out of a 1970s movie. Okay, he drives a really cool, badass car. Okay, Shatz Cole joined up in September 11th of 2009, so very recently. Shatz, you rock. Okay, and of course, members get the whole 3-hour show anytime they like. They podcast it. They can do a video download. You listen to it in your car while you're doing the laundry, while you're driving around. I'm just giving you ideas here. Boom, you plug it in with your iPod, iPhone, MP3 into your car, you're listening to it forever. It's too easy. And you get the members-only post-game show, which today is going to rock. Okay, so now you must fight the bear. Go.
4 militants were attacked by a bear in Kashmir. 2 of them died.
You could always tell when I pick the story. Where Anna goes, tells the story, la 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 la, and then ends it with shwang wang wang.
But that's the story.
That's
the
story.
headline.
That's the story. That's the story. Okay.
Okay. First of all, these militants were hanging out in a cave.
Thank you.
That was their hideout, right? Little did they know that this cave was the bear's den.
That was a mistake they would not recover from.
Well, 2 of them would not recover from.
Yes. They were eating pudding. Come on, it's awesome. And they're like, oh yeah, we are going to get. No wait. What accent am I going to use? So they're Pakistani against the Indians. Is that what it was? Kashmir? I'm not sure. Okay. So anyway, we'll give them a South Asian accent. Oh, we are going to destroy India. Oh, they're in a world of trouble. Pass the pudding. And then they're eating it up, and then you hear, "Wow, sick dead," and they're like, "Uh-oh, we're in a lot of trouble now."
This is such a sad story. I can't believe we're making fun of it.
Really? They're militants. That's okay. That's why I think it's scary. I mean, I don't take one
There's
side or another.
There's still people that were attacked by a bear.
I know.
You hear that? Bears.
Bears. Okay, so of course, if you remember the old skit, it totally reminds me of the Saturday Night Live skit. They used to have the skit. It was so random, but I don't know why I found it so funny. Now you must fight the bear.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so they're sitting there eating their pudding or whatever, and then all of a sudden, now you must fight the bear. Like, oh no. And then he ate their ass up, and presumably their pudding as well. And then mauled the other 2 guys, and then they ran away.
I'm so glad that Dave is going to say something right now.
Dave, go.
No, I don't have a comment. I want to know what happened to the bear. But you know?
No, I don't know what's going to happen to the bear. I don't know if they're going to go out looking for it. But they actually outlawed hunting in that area, right? And then that's led to animal-human conflict.
It's a little better than that, but Dave?
So the bear got away is what you're saying.
Yes, bear got away. Okay, and they're very happy about that. Okay, look, my understanding is that it's India, right? The government is India, right? And militants are trying to get it to be part of Pakistan. And so what India did was they took away everybody's guns from the area. So they didn't ban hunting. They took away everybody's guns because they didn't want those guns used against the Indian army.
Oh, I see.
Right?
Okay.
So then nobody had guns, so they couldn't kill the bears and the leopards that are in the area naturally. So then the bears are like, oh, fantastic. It's open season on humans. So they're going nuts, killing everything. They didn't go after this bear, Dave, because the government loved what they did. The bear ate the militants, 4 of them. So they're like, perfect. Okay, let that bear go, right? But sometimes bears come into towns in that area, and the locals don't have any guns, so they'll beat the bear to death. In another story, they're like, all right, everybody grab some sticks. Bear wanders into town. They don't want the bear eating them or their kids or whatever. So they go house on the bear. In that case, the bear lost.
I hate every part of this story.
Okay, fair enough. I don't know why you hate it. Animal cruelty, human cruelty, that type of thing.
Yeah, both.
Okay, all right, fascinating.
It's not a fun story.
I thought it was hilarious, but that's because I'm a bad guy.
It's because there was pudding involved.
There was pudding, there was a bear, there was a fight, people got mauled. I don't know, nature, fun for everybody.
All right, I do have a fun story, though, and it's regarding Nicole Kidman. She had an interview with British GQ, and she was talking about how she's a freak in the bed.
Don't it?
Yep. She says, I've explored obsession, I've explored loss and love in terms of being in grief-stricken place. I've explored strange sexual fetish stuff. I've explored the mundane aspect of marriage and monogamy.
All right. Here's what I get out of those quotes. And then she talked about her marriage, too, and how it's in drama, and there's ups and downs, and you try to ride it, and et cetera, et cetera. She's likely to get divorced. Okay.
Really?
And now, just speculation, right? But her answers about her marriage were like, oh, it's a struggle every day, oh, but we make it, and it's so much fun. And I was like, okay, yeah, no,
She made it seem like it's like an adventure that she's loving, though.
Oh, right. But that's her spin on it.
I totally took something completely different out of it. Like, she made it seem like her marriage is so fun and exciting.
Oh, that's such a lie.
And as I was reading it, I'm like, come on, Nicole. No one's marriage is fun and exciting.
No. Look, I'll read you the quote. She said, you work on it. So already she's working on the marriage. You see what I'm saying? It's a very extraordinary and adventurous place to be.
Right.
Incredibly raw, incredibly dangerous. And you're very much out at sea. You're exposed. You could drown.
No, come on.
I know she's painting it in like, oh, wow, what a fun adventure. No, that means it's up and down. It's rocky. She's about to throw up. Okay, like there's a world of trouble. This is not a good sign for their marriage. But what is a good sign for her husband, at least, is that they're exploring some interesting sexual fetishes, apparently.
Fetish stuff, not just fetishes, fetish stuff.
Marriage is an amazing thing. You're married to Nicole Kidman. Now, I don't find her that attractive. I find her too pale, right, for my taste, right? But she's obviously a very beautiful woman that a lot of men would love to be married to. But, of course, men being what they are, he gets bored. And he's like, all right, time to try some fetish stuff. And she's working hard. She's Nicole Kidman, but she's putting on suits and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she's got a rubber outfit on. I don't know what's happening, right? But she's trying to work hard for her man. So in some way, I say, all right, good for you, Nicole. And good for her husband, I guess. But if he's having not much trouble getting into it with Nicole Kidman, I mean, it doesn't mean he's having trouble. That's not fair. But they're working hard at it. It's got an upside and a downside. JR.
If I'm not mistaken, there was a stint when she was hooking up with Lenny Kravitz too, right?
Oh, yeah, she's going to work, right?
And you can ask her all about that.
I mean, yeah.
Well, if you're going to be with Lenny Kravitz, you have to try fetish stuff. Like, it's not an assumption. It's just a fact of life. No, because Lenny Kravitz is a freak. Everyone knows he's a freak.
But like in a way that you like.
No, of course. Yeah, of course.
Of course. Of
God,
course.
I love Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, you're such a funny girl. You're this.
He's just amazing.
Okay.
But you know, maybe the issue that Nicole Kidman is having with her husband is that she's trying the fetish stuff, but he's not trying hard enough. That happens in marriages too. That happens a lot. Where
really?
I think that
not
happens
a lot.
I think it happens a lot.
You think it's a lot of times
where the guy stops caring about turning the woman on?
Yes, that's true. But women don't do fetishes. They like light candles and shit. Oof. Okay. Oh, wow. Ooh, very romantic. Oh, rose petals. For a guy, like rose petals, like, who cares? What does a candle have to do with sex? When do we fuck?
Yeah, guys like dirty things, right?
Right.
So I'm sure that Nicole Kidman, in order to please Keith Urban or whatever, you know, she'll do the dirty thing. She'll do the role playing. She'll talk nasty, right? But who knows?
I love all of our assumptions that are totally out of the blue.
But who knows what he's doing? I mean, what if he's just laying down and taking it, but he's not giving it?
Think about it. And you know, she might be trying the stuff she learned from Lenny, right? She's like,
God.
oh, yeah, Lenny taught me a thing or two. Let's try this out, Keith. And then, look, we made all this stuff up.
I know, it's really fun. Keep going, it's funny.
But can you see Keith Urban's like, oh, yeah, great. Let's try another Lenny trick. Yeah, that's going to be fantastic. Yeah, okay, right. I know. He used to have that ass, and I don't. Okay.
Yeah. You know what? If I were Urban, I'd be a little worried. I wouldn't feel as good about myself if my wife was formerly dating Lenny Kravitz. I don't know. You just can't top Lenny Kravitz.
You have no idea.
All right, totally I know. I'm sort of kidding, but
I love that. Sort of kidding. Sort of.
Okay, let's talk about Carrie Prejean's sex tape.
Okay, go.
Carrie Pan has a sex tape. If you could remember, she was planning on suing the Miss California USA pageant for $1 million, and then a lawyer for the pageant actually came up to her and said, hey, look what I got. It's your sex tape.
Yeah.
So she ended up dropping the case with little money.
We're way underplaying this story. Okay, I mean, we should come in guns blazing with this and this and this. Okay, I mean, Carrie Pan, I live the Bible and I make money giving speeches to right-wing places saying how gays are not upstanding moral people who deserve to get married. Not putting a little words in her mouth. She didn't go that far, right? But they shouldn't get married because of the morality, et cetera, et cetera. She has a sex tape? A sex tape. And she's talking about morality? You're talking about morality? Morality? That's the conversation we're having with you? You got a sex tape. No, come on now. Wait, no. This is too much. Look, she gave the answer she did at the pageant. It was spur of the moment. She gave it, okay, right? It blew her the thing, blew the competition for her. Apparently, she blew other things. Okay, anyway, so that's fine. But then, in her reaction to it, she went on this moral crusade.
Yes.
That's the unacceptable
Yes,
part.
that is the unacceptable part, where she went on Fox News and talked about how she's a goody-goody and a perfect child of God, and, you know, all these things.
She went to the conservative conferences and talked about how family values and stuff, and all that time, she knows there's a sex tape out there.
I know.
Where she's doing the nasty.
You know.
Okay, by the way, we have no idea what's on the tape.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing. That's what I want to get to, right? Like, I care about this story, whatever. But what I want to know is, what does she do in the tape? Who is she sleeping with, right? Like, give me some details. Give me some raw material.
Yeah,
but,
give us the juice. Come on.
But TMZ says that they obtained this tape a couple months ago, and they decided not to release it because it was so graphic, right? But then they go on to say, let's just say Carrie has a promising solo career. Which made me wonder, what is she doing? Is she going to work on herself in the video?
Yeah, I was wondering about the same thing. I thought there's two possibilities. One is she's screaming, like, wah, wah, sick it, right? So, like, maybe that's why she has a promising solo career in music. Or she's going to work on herself, hence solo career.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the latter. It's probably she's going to work, right? But that's not that nasty, except that it's Miss Family Values.
Right.
She's going to work on herself.
On camera.
Right. And then I thought, shit, that sounds pretty good.
Oh, God.
Okay. No, I'm a bad man. But I'm not Mr. Family Values, as she claims to be. I'll watch that tape in a second. You know how I had issues with Erin Andrews? They taped her to private, and I said, that's not cool, and I didn't even go look at the pictures. I got some standards. Her tape, Carrie Pan? Oh, no, I'm the goody two-shoes? Oh, I want to see you being nasty, girl. I want to see that tape. Hey, listen, wait up now. TMZ, what are you doing, man? I mean, that's the whole point of TMZ, isn't it?
Since
when did you grow conscious?
I don't know.
Okay, TMZ, let it go. Let it go. Okay, you let us decide if it's the right thing or the wrong thing. Your job, your service to humanity is to release sex tapes. Come on, know your role. JR.
Well, third possibility, I mean, this is probably a stretch for her solo career. Maybe she's singing into a microphone on the tape.
Yeah. I thought about that too a little bit. But that's probably a stretch, though.
I'm willing to admit that. And also, immediately she drops the lawsuit, so it's 100% true. I mean, if they were pulling like a little bit of extortion out of her, she'd go, oh, it's totally not true. She'd be all over the place saying this isn't true. She pulled the lawsuit. This means it's definitely.
Oh, no.
It exists.
Yeah. Guilty. No question about it. It definitely exists. What I love is the description of the story. They came in like, we want $1 million, okay, and not a penny less. They're like, oh, that's cool. Here, go ahead, put the tape in. And then she's like, what tape? What's going on? They put it in. Okay. Yeah. She immediately walked. She's like, that's it. I don't want any money. That's it. Gone.
I know.
I mean, she ran. Who I want to stay. Who I want to run. And she just got out of there. So there's no question it's her.
Yeah. You know what's amazing to me? If you have any image or any video of yourself in the nude, someone is going to see it.
Absolutely.
It will 100% be public some way, somehow. Even if you take that video by yourself and no one else has seen it and you keep it in your closet, somehow someone's going to get a hold of it. It's amazing.
It is amazing. And it's absolutely true. final thing here is, what is the chance that Anna understood what JR was saying when he said she was singing into a mic?
Oh, I just got it right now.
See, I knew she didn't get it.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't.
What am I gonna do with this girl?
No, because he said that. I was like, why would she be singing into a microphone as she's getting laid? That doesn't make any sense.
I knew it. I could read her like a book.
That's not fair.
That's not fair, though. All right, come on, let's do the Lindsay story, because that's awesome.
All right. Lindsay Lohan's father released audio of her crying, leaving him a sobbing voicemail message, and he said that he did this to prove that Lindsay Lohan is not okay. She is addicted to drugs, according to him, and that she needs help.
Apparently, this message, though, was from a long time ago, and he even edited the tape.
Right.
Okay.
This is what Lindsay Lohan is alleging.
Right, but she seemed, in her statement, to be very credible to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, look, Lindsay Lohan is not someone that I automatically trust, or I'm thinking, oh, yeah, I definitely believe what she's saying. But within the context of this story, I definitely believe her as opposed to the dad. Mm-hmm. Now, at the end of the story, I went and listened to that tape. That tape is out there, okay, of her crying and stuff. It's stomach-turning. Mm-hmm. No, not in terms of Lindsay. She's just having a breakdown, and she's sobbing and sobbing, right? And I felt terrible for her. I know she's a mess, and she caused it, right? I got it, right? And I'm no fan. But you feel your heart goes out to her as you hear her, like, breaking down like that.
Yeah.
So then, what kind of a dad releases that in public?
A dad who is just dying for attention, a really disgusting, selfish person. I can't stand her father. I think he's probably one of the worst men in America.
No.
He's disgusting.
That's way over the top, and I agree. I think Michael Lohan is really one of the biggest douchebags in the country.
Yes.
I mean, he is trying to make any kind of buck he can off his daughter, even if it means embarrassing her in public, pretending to care for her while he's secretly recording this and then editing it and then putting it out in the public so he can get a little bit more attention, so he can make a little bit more money, taking advantage of his daughter's emotional breakdown. It's repulsive. No, this story put me over the top on Michael Lohan.
Yeah, he's
really bad dude.
He's really disgusting. And he was also talking to the New York Post, and he said that Lindsay Lohan is a beautiful girl, but she looks 100 years old. How are you going to release a statement like that about your daughter? Like, it's true, but you don't say that about your daughter.
No, that's exactly what I thought. Absolutely true, but it's not cool to say about your daughter. And he does this all under the guise of, oh, I'm just trying to help her. No, you're not, you dick. You're trying to make a buck off her. He's trying to sell a reality show with John Gosselin now. This guy's an enormous douche. He's such a douche, he made me have sympathy for Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, so no. Stay away from him. He's nothing but trouble. All right, so those are the Lohans and their misadventures. When we come back in the post-game show, Rihanna goes after Britney Spears in a way that she didn't necessarily do, but we have a heartwarming story. We have a drunk Frenchman, which I have some interest in. We've got a lot of drunk Frenchman. I got something to say about that. All right, anyway, so fun for everybody. Members, we'll see you in the post-game show. Young Turks.
Selfish. I want you to myself, I can't help it.